Today, I just want to talk about my journey of 3 years as a beginner comic creator. I haven't really established a career on my comics. If you feel like you're not sure or you don't know where your comic creating journey will take you, it's just normal to feel that way. From what I observed, a lot tend to give up. I think it's because we tend to focus on our goals so much, you realize that we don't enjoy the journey. And I think that the journey is more important than the goal. It doesn't mean that the goal is not important. It is important, and it's why you're making your comics, because you have a goal. You won't be able to reach the goal if you yourself don't enjoy your journey. What does the journey consist of? In comic creating, planning for your plot, making character sheets, updating in social media, making character designs, planning schedules. You have to learn to enjoy your process, your journey in comic creating. You can think of different ways on how to enjoy your process. If your process is so grand and your goal is too grand, it will come a point that you'll be burnt out. You may reach to the point that you're getting tired of doing your comics and you hate it already, right? So you start again, make another, or you completely drop it and give up on it. Because there are cases that could happen. So you have to love your journey and don't focus too much on the goal. What you can do is, determine what is your goal, then focus on your journey, focus on the small processes. Don't forget to celebrate your small successes. Your small successes matters so much. It doesn't always have to be grind. Make it as holistic as possible. Right? The target is for long term, not for short term. Along the journey, there will always be people who are opposed to your work. Now you can't help it. You don't have any control about that. There will always be people like that, but just continue doing it. Continue doing your work. Continue doing what you really love. You should be scared if you're not growing as a creator, as a comic creator, as an artist, as a person. Don't you ever feel bad or you feel like giving up because someone told you your drawing sucks, your story sucks. They hate this one character in your story. Along the way, you'll see that you're improving, and that's all that matters. So that when you look back, you can say, oh, okay, I've made these changes. Or, oh, this is not good, I'll just change it. So do not worry about that your drawing is ugly or your story is ugly before and you have to restart all over again. Learn to accept your flaws, your mistakes, so that later on you'll be able to appreciate them when you look back. Especially when you've become a professional and you reminisce on the days you were beginning. The professionals you're looking up to, those guys have made so many mistakes in their career. We will notice all the mistakes, but the readers won't. You can pinpoint what you can improve on. You can pinpoint on what you should stop doing or what you should continue doing, right? So don't be afraid to make mistakes, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Do not worry. It's okay. And it's normal. Rarely that you reach your goal after just a few years. Learn to accept that it may take you 5, it may take you 8 or 10, or maybe even longer than that. That's why it's more important that you love the journey rather than the goal itself. Because the moment you reach the goal, you question yourself, what now? So you must think of another goal. And I've been doing this for 3 years. And there are days that I don't want to work, but my comics is always on my mind, 24/7. Before I sleep, the moment I wake up, while I'm cooking, it's always on my mind. I can't remove it anymore. And I thought that I'm going to regret if I don't pursue this. It's taking up my mind so much that I can't give it up. Hence, why I'm here, and I'm ongoing for 3 years already doing this, and I don't regret anything at all. Even if I know that this will take me so much years. But if you really want it, guys, go for it. Go for doing your comics and allotting just 1 hour every day or only on the weekend. Small steps matter so much rather than the big ones. I think that you will always find time for something you really love. If you're a beginner, you're just beginning, you haven't established a loyal readership, let your work do the talking for you, not you. Because there's some problem with my tablet not connecting to my laptop. See, application not responding. It's been like this for an hour already. I keep restarting my laptop and it's not even working. Good morning, Mochi. Do not knock, do not use keys. Recording session ongoing, be quiet. Message inviolable. This will take so much time. There is no progress. So guys, I haven't drawn for 2 days. This is my 3rd day. So yesterday, I've tried everything for the Wacom driver to work. I thought that it wasn't compatible with the new update of Big Sur of Mac. So I searched through the internet what I should do. So at night, I haven't solved anything at all. My tablet won't connect with my laptop. I wasn't sure if my laptop has the problem or my tablet has the problem. So what I did was I borrowed my sibling's laptop. I downloaded the Wacom driver there. And my tablet was working perfectly. The driver was working perfectly. So it wasn't my tablet's problem. So I was able to solve that one problem. So maybe it was my laptop. But I can't find a solution anymore. So as my last resort, I contacted Wacom support, their online support. They told me that I should make a new user ID for my laptop. So, okay, I'll try that because I've tried everything. I followed all the instructions given by Wacom and by online communities and nothing's working. So I made a new user ID and it's totally fine. It's working now. My tablet was connecting, the driver is perfectly fine. It's working well on the Big Sur, the latest update of the Mac. So basically after 2 days, I can finally draw my comics. But right now it's just taking so much time. I'm loading around a 48 gig of storage. Still not yet completed. I'm just taking a snack. Sweet potatoes for snacks. I'm transferring the notes on my phone to the notes in my laptop through iCloud. Because since I don't think I'll be able to draw today, I'm going to focus on my story. And usually, when I plot my stories or even do storyboards, I always listen to music that suits a particular scene that I'm thinking of. It helps me. It's like I'm thinking in animation. That's how I make the story concepts alive in my mind so that it will be easier for me to visualize what's happening, and at the same time it sets the current mood in a particular scene. That's why I have a comic soundtrack in Spotify that I always listen to because it helps me. I always listen to music when I make concepts for my story and while I do storyboards. Even sometimes when I'm inking, the easiest way I could explain it is when you're listening to music inside the car and you look at the window and you think like you're in a music video. That's how it is. That's how I connect music when I'm doing my comics. Won't be able to follow my schedule right now, but still, I'm polishing my plot, so all's good. I actually outlined the first arc of my comic, like fully outlined per chapter, but I will have to redo it all over again because I'm going to add, I keep adding, and I keep editing, because I keep thinking of new interesting scenarios. And I'm actually still polishing my characters. Guys, when I tell you that I'm so nitpicky about how I arrange my my stories or the documents. I love arranging my documents so that I'll be able to easily find them. I'm gonna show you. I have a separate document for the character development of my characters. A detailed character sheet, the specifications of their particulars, the name of the powers of my characters. Outline, general outline, not the outline per chapter, and even the history. There's a separate document for that. History of the world building of my comics. Oh, even the particular dynamics, the history of it, even. The script, I have a separate document for that as well. Story outline, I have a separate. There's a separate document for the drafts of my outline because I keep changing it. I keep editing. I did a new document for the new story outline. So I'm excited to see all your theories for my comics. Oh my gosh. And I'm excited to know if any of you will be able to pinpoint all the foreshadowings in my comics as well. I'm on a hiatus right now, but you can read my comics already. Right now, it's only available in Webtoon Canvas. I'll just link it below. It's very important that I have always my notes with me. That's in my phone and connected through my laptop. And I always use my phone. So I always get random scenarios in my head. So every time I think of that, I have to write it down ASAP. Because sometimes even I'm showering. God, I'm going to stop showering and get my phone to type down all the ideas. Because I'm quite forgetful. I always have to type them. That's why in my MKP folder in my notes, MKP MonoKrome Paradox, by the way, I have 60 notes. And all of those, oh my gosh, all of those are the ideas that I thought of. I even have script prompts when I think of dialogues, random dialogues that I think will be powerful to be included in my comics. Yeah, some scenario prompts. The what ifs, like what if dot 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 dot. The what ifs are the scenarios that I think are suitable for my comics, but I'm not yet sure of if I'm gonna include it. So I have that what if notes. Guys, I'm just wasting my time here. So I'm just gonna wax. Ow. Guys, if you think that my vlog is only just about me drawing my comics, well, you're absolutely wrong. Because my life does not only revolve around my comics, it also revolves around me waxing my legs.